50 creepy facts. Dead bodies can get goosebumps. The body of Jeremy Bentham, a famous philosopher, is stuffed and kept by the University of London. Over 1,400 species of bacteria live in your belly button alone. In about 5 billion years, the sun will run out of fuel and turn into a red giant. Crucifixion is still an official death penalty in Sudan. Every 40 seconds, someone in the world commits suicide. A French orphanage held a raffle in 1912 in Paris to raise money. The prizes? Living babies. According to the FBI, at any given time, there are about 25 to 50 active serial killers. In the 1920s, a doll maker wanted her dolls to look realistic, so she cut hair off of her elementary students and even skinned her own daughter. She was found not guilty by means of insanity. Before becoming a serial killer, Rodney Alcala appeared in a TV show called The Dating Game. He was arrested 1 year after appearing on the show for killing several women. In 1386, a pig in France was executed by public hanging for the murder of a child. Worms taste like fried bacon, wasps taste like pine nuts, and beetles taste like apples. The scavenger's daughter was a brutal torture device used in the 16th century. It was basically used to squish a person until they bled out through their ears and nose. The nursery rhyme, Ring Around the Rosie, refers to the Black Plague. The ring referred to the red marks that showed up on an infected person, and the posies were flowers people carried with them so they didn't smell like death. Sir Francis Bacon was the first person to freeze a chicken. He filled it with snow to see if it would freeze entirely, and it did. Unfortunately, he got pneumonia during the experiment and died. Now the chicken's ghost haunts Pond Square in England. When a vampire bat gets sick, another bat will eat enough food and blood to be able to feed the sick bat. It takes the blood back to the cave and throws the blood up all over the sick bat so he won't miss a meal. Scorpions can be frozen inside a block of ice for 3 weeks and still survive. Cat pee glows in the dark. Spiders can't chew. A spider inserts a chemical fluid into its victim's body so the insides melt. Then the spider can suck out the fluid. The Spanish blue cheese called cabrales, which tastes great, filled with maggots. Godfrey Hill from the UK has 10 fingers and 2 thumbs on each hand. He's been accused of being an alien and the Messiah. In Scandinavia, people used to burn their children's lost baby teeth so a witch wouldn't be able to use the tooth to hex the child. If you get decapitated, you can still be conscious for about 25 seconds. King Louis XIV of France began to rot with old age. At one point, a lackey found a toe that had fallen off inside one of the king's socks. There are more bacteria under your fingernails than there is on a toilet seat. After you die, the bacteria in your guts begin digesting you. There are over 100 million microorganisms living in your mouth. Anne Boleyn had 6 fingers on each hand and an extra nipple. People considered this as proof during her witch trials, and she was executed. Stomach acid is so strong it can dissolve razor blades. Please, don't try this at home. You are 3 times as likely to get a computer virus from a church website than you are from a porn site. This is because church websites rely on volunteers who have little experience with online security. More people are killed by vending machines than sharks. Every year, deer kill more people than bears, dogs, wolves, alligators, sharks, spiders, bees, wasps, scorpions, and snakes combined. More people are killed each year by flying champagne corks than poisonous spider bites. No tarantula has been known to have a bite that is deadly to humans. The amount of venom wouldn't be comparable to a bee sting. They're basically 8-legged cats. More people die from choking on pin caps every year than being struck by lightning. If a bear attacks you, it won't try to kill you. It'll just start eating. In Indian folklore, the Chedpipe, which literally means prostitute, is a vampire hooker that enters a man's house naked in the night and sucks his blood through his toes. 20% of children claim to hear voices. During the recording of Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast, the producer of the album, Martin Birch, was involved in a car accident with a minibus transporting a group of nuns, after which he was presented with a repair bill for £666. Patients with the Charles Bonnet syndrome may see small people and animals, bright moving shapes, or distorted and scary faces. Many people call this syndrome a portal to a parallel reality. Watching TV for more than 2 hours a day can shorten your life expectancy by 1.4 years. If you watch TV for 6 hours daily, you could die 5 years earlier than you would naturally. Many shampoos, soaps, hair dyes, and other cosmetic products contain carcinogens that can cause cancer. An average office desk has 400 times more bacteria than a toilet. When threatened, swans can be very aggressive. They have been known to capsize boats, attack humans on jet skis, and strangle dogs to death. 1 pound of peanut butter can contain up to 150 bug fragments and 5 rodent hairs. If you wear a ring, the number of germs living beneath it could be as high as the entire population of Europe. That's about 730 million. Every year, 600 people die just in the US alone after falling out of bed. Red-colored grocery items like fruit punch and strawberry yogurt are often dyed with carmine, which is made from ground-up cochineal beetles. In Russia, falling icicles kill about 100 people every year. In 1998, more fast food employees were murdered on the job than police officers. An average of 4 to 5 fast food workers are killed every month, usually during robberies.